Hello, everyone. And oh my, what a timing for me it was to go to the hospital, because just when I was busy going all sorts of medical checkups, which basically took me all day, Boom dropped not only a wave of brand new spoilers for episode 78, but also sent me a freaking exclusive spoiler too, which turned out to be a part of the spoiler puzzle for the upcoming episode. And the other parts of it were also sent by Boom to Iron Cameraman, Elite, EBO75, and Dat Bio. And that's when I had to go to hospital for the whole day, y'all. Yeah, just incredible. But I still put out this video, even though it had to happen a day later it was supposed to come out. But what's still amazing, though, is that after more than 2 months, we finally received an incredible amount of information from Boom. Yep, no troll potato quality leaks this time, no lollygagging and empty Fool's Day yapping, but actual spoilers at our door, my friends. And I have a lot of stuff to unpack for you today. So I'll show you not only my own exclusive part of the spoiler puzzle that Boom sent me yesterday, but also reveal to you all the other spoilers we've got recently, and I'll break every single one of them to you. And I also want to share some other important information I managed to dig in these last souple of days, so yeah, basically we're eating good today, my friends. And if you want to know about what happened recently in Skibidi Toilet community, then get your tea and snacks ready. Prepare to watch this video to the end, and be sure to also give this video a like and subscribe to my channel where I make a lot of Skibidi Toilet analyzing content while you are waiting for the next episode to get released. Okay, so if you are subscribed now, let's continue. And before I'll show you my own exclusive part of the puzzle for upcoming episode, let me firstly tell you what happened before Boom dropped a whole bunch of spoilers at our doors. So Boom actually started warming his fan base up about getting brand new hot leaks by sending this beauty a couple of days before the real leaks drop. And it's obviously another one of those half-real, half-troll pictures where it's pretty much impossible to see what is even going on here and who is depicted on it. All I can say is that it was probably depicting some random ISOTOILET, but there was pretty much nothing unique or special about his appearance. I mean, it would be cool of Boom if he dropped a leak depicting Astro Detainer in specifics, for example, whom we didn't see for quite a while already. And honestly, it would be really interesting to see what happened to this guy after the events of episode 72, where, as you can remember, Astro Detainer was simply demolished by Jimmy's powers. But I don't know, it is most likely just a random ISOTOILET with no special powers. And we can also see zero details either in the background of this picture or about the guy's goofy face. So, yeah, this leak didn't cause that much of a hype, But what really grabbed the fans' attention more, though, is these interesting messages that Boom later sent to some random Skibidi Toilet Reddit user. Oh, wait, there was the whole story behind this interaction, actually. So it was actually some user who decided to email Boom directly because the information draft for episode 78 started to become so crazy that some Skibidi Toilet Dans really decided to switch to some desperate methods. Don't consider it as a judgment from my side, though. I am actually all in support for these types of interactions because they make the fandom more alive nowadays, just to specify. So the guy wrote a question to Boom via email where he asked the creator about episode 78 progress and what is basically happening behind the scenes of its production right now. And believe it or not, but Boom actually responded to his question with a pretty lengthy answer. Well, it is actually up to you guys whether to consider this response legit one or not. But at the very least, I can say that it looks kind of believable due to Boom's original name written in the email nickname for this response, which is Alexei Gerasimov. But aside from that, there isn't really of proof that it was actually Boom responding to this fan's message, although I believe that it could really be him, and that he could provide some fans with long answers as a part of the ongoing warming up and hype for episode 78 leaks, so that we all started talking about it. Okay. And here's the message Boom allegedly answered the fans' question with, "I appreciate your words and concerns. Feel free to share this response if you want. It's an unfortunate situation, but too many things were happening in recent months that hardened our production. End of 2024 was extremely exhausting both mentally and physically, much more than I let anyone know. So by 2025, I stopped grinding episodes out and became more chill, taking more time to produce. And in addition to that, too many fan-mades being able to replicate recent episodes stylistically have made my approach feel compromised and generic. So I decided that I need to try something different and more sophisticated, additionally upgrading quality. I have made several attempts working with teams on episode 78, but ultimately scrapped the unsatisfactory results. They were not bad, but not quite what I was looking for. So instead, I reassigned the team members on additional tasks while maintaining major duties on myself. I've been working less than 2 months on episode 78. It's already around more than 10 minutes, and it has to drop somewhere in mid-April. Regarding the wait for newer episodes after 78, though, it won't be as long. Contrary to popular beliefs, you won't have to wait years for seasons. A lot of things were going on, we were setting the rails. But now we are getting back on track. We are locked in, and we are cooking. You will not be let down, answered by Boom. So yeah, guys, it's entirely up to you whether to believe this message or not. But my personal opinion is that it sounds extremely close to Boom's original style. And it's also quite logical of him to reach out to his fans right now, before the leaks drop, to get up the ISOTOILET hype again. So I actually believe that this response might be true, which also means that episode 78 has an actual chance to come out within 1 or 2 weeks of waiting. And if its length would really be more than 10 minutes, then we're in for a real treat, y'all, and the wait might be pretty much justified already. But let's wait and see, And what also interested me about this message is what Boom said about the fan-made ISOTOILET videos and how it motivated him to upgrade his visual style quality even more. And to be honest with you, I don't really know whether I should be excited or sad about this because, man, Boom's visual style was already top-notch. So where to upgrade even more? Not to mention that those constant upgrades take more time for an episode to get made, and even Tough Boom allegedly assured us that the newer episodes will be coming out quicker. I still feel like this change in style for the better might increase the wait for them by default, especially given how Boom still makes most of his episodes' important work parts on his own. Okay, but enough sad posting, because we also have something really excited to talk about today. And of course, I mean the fresh bunch of new leaks that Boom dropped just yesterday. And oh my God, guys, can you believe it if I say that those are real leaks in incredible quality, and we can actually say something and theorize about them too? What a day, guys, what a day, the war is officially over. Anyway, so after Boom's Discord moderator called Crazy dropped the wait is over message after Boom posted, real spoilers dropped today. Get ready! We actually got 7 new spoilers to talk about. Not to mention the new cryptic spoiler puzzle for episode 78, but I'll talk about it later in this video, so be sure to watch it to the end, not to miss the most interesting part. Okay, and the first leak shows us the ISOTOILET with the rotating wheel behind his head, who is smiling in a really eerie and menacing way. We can see how his eyes are also glowing in red, which is a sign that an ISOTOILET who's having them is a powerful elite soldier with plenty of strong abilities. And we can remember the UFO toilet leak, for example, where he had red eyes as well. And in Season 25, it also got revealed to us that the UFO is the new Astro Commander now with plenty of insecurities, but that's the topic for another day. So what's important here is that the red eyes are always an indicator that the guy having them is hella strong. So it is possible that the ISOTOILET from this spoiler will play a pretty significant role in the upcoming battle that will definitely happen somewhere in episode 78. Okay, and in the second spoiler, we can see some big cameraman who is having all the latest technological upgrades of the Alliance, who is just standing in front of some kind of explosion or some chaotic air and fire movement. I don't really know. What's important here, though, is that based on this screenshot, we can already see the first glimpses of Boom's new visual style, the improvement of which actually delays the release of the current episode. And I can already tell that episode 78 will look absolutely stunning if even the leaks for it already look like the peak cinema. Okay, but speaking of the cameraman himself, though, I'm not really sure if it's the new character or some of our old buddies. Maybe Boom chose just a random screenshot here to show off what's coming for us visually in the new episode, and the cameraman in the center of it doesn't really matter. Okay, but in the third leak, there is actually a character I can very easily recognize, because this is the infamous smiling TV man from full episode 77. Yes, that very same guy who looked pretty freaking suspicious, and lots of Skibidi fans even thought that he could be infected or maybe a traitor, because why would some TV man smile when his base is in absolute shambles and their last healthy Titan remaining is gone to the enemy's side too? So yeah, lots of people suspected this guy could have something dark in him. But well, based on the third leak, it seems like he is just pretty damn weird, and that's the worst thing he has about himself. Apparently, he's still on the Alliance's side as before, but considering that he is sitting in the room completely on fire and keeps smiling like a dork, gives me an idea that he's either deeply traumatized by what happened to TV Men's race before, or maybe he is just psychologically built like that. And what do you guys think of him? Personally, I think that this guy will turn out to be either a true maniac or the sweetest comedic relief we've ever seen in this series. There's just no in-between. And what's also interesting is that to the right side of him, we can see a birthday cake, which only adds something really weird to the overall atmosphere of this picture. And if it's related to this exact TV man's birthday, then congrats, I guess, but it's really giving feast during the plague time, you know? Kinda depressing if you ask me. Okay, and in the fourth picture, we can see an Astro Toilet Squad standing over the ruins of the city the next episode is going to occur in. And what can I even say here? Apparently in episode 78, we'll see the total destruction of some site where one of the Alliance's bases belongs to, and both parties of this war will have revenge one on another. Why do I think so? Because in the previous portion of leaks that Boom dropped on us, we could see how lots of Astro Toilets had really desperate and even frightful facial expressions. Even though in the newest leaks, we can see some Astros smiling terrifyingly. So we'll definitely see two different outcomes from one large battle. And I cannot wait to see what kind of crazy action Boom is prepared for us. Okay, and the fifth leak is the most interesting and intriguing one in my opinion. So we see the ruins of the city matching the previous leaks once again. But this time we can see only one person in the center of the screen. And oh boy, he definitely looks epic as hell. Right now, we have zero information about who this dude is and whose side he actually on. But one thing is pretty clear to me. He will surely play a really important role in the plot of the entire series. And he can even start a new plot arc connected to some other character. Maybe this is even the hybrid between an Astro Toilet and a Skibidi mutant or human being. I don't really know. The only thing we know about him is that his role or even his name is the Hunter, because that's the word we can find in the left lower part of this picture. And I already cannot wait to see this Hunter Chad in the actual episode. Okay, and on the sixth leak, we can see another TV Man character who is busy smashing the head of another Astro Toilet who was unlucky enough to get in his way. And aside from that, I can see nothing special in this picture. The only information it gives us is that we'll certainly witness some absolutely crazy fighting sequence, which will feature a lot of losses for both sides of this war. And there's also going to be a lot of insane destruction. And this leak also makes me hope that TV men still have the guts to fight as fiercely as before, even despite the huge L they took in full episode 77 when they had to relocate their main base, and as they lost Titan TV Man so ridiculously easy. But well, there's definitely still a chance for them to redeem themselves in a battle and take revenge against Astro Toilets. Okay, and the last leak Boone dropped on us is basically a yassified version of the latest undercooked leak featuring spooked Astro Toilets, only this time Boom added new effects to this picture. And what's also funny is that in the redesigned version of the leak, he actually changed these Astros' facial expressions from scared to sassy, so who knows what actually happens to them in episode 78. We've got to wait and see. Okay, and now, as we're done with the 7 general leaks from Boom, he allowed everyone to see in his Discord channel, let's move to the most important part of this video, and it's the new episode 78 cryptic puzzle. So Boom took the same strategy as when he did the similar puzzle for episode 70, when he cut one image in several pieces and sent those pieces to different Skibidi Toilet YouTubers. And now he did the same thing. So myself, Ibio75, Iron Cameraman, Databio, and Elite Cameraman all got their pieces of the puzzle, and let me start with my piece first. So, yesterday Boom dropped this beauty in my DMs in Discord on a random morning, and we can see nothing but 2 letters on this picture, which are N and G. So apparently the whole puzzle should feature a complete phrase or one word which will reveal something about the plot twist of episode 78. But for now, we have one piece missing, and it's Iron Cameraman's piece, who still hasn't uploaded his video. So Ibio75 shared the piece where we can see no letters, but a left corner of the picture with some silhouette on it. And honestly, it's pretty difficult to even establish who that might be. It her turn. Dade shared a piece where we can see pretty much the same silhouette in the right upper corner of the screen, and we can also see letters D, I, and N. And as you know, then comes my picture with the ending NG, so apparently the final word will be ending. Okay, and Elite Cameraman got the most ambiguous piece of all, which looks like either a part of someone's silhouette as well, and it's apparent the center part of the whole picture. And I think when the final part of the puzzle by Iron Cameraman will be dropped, we'll see a silhouette of some big villain the Alliance will be fighting with in episode 78, with the word ending on it, which would mean that this new character may possibly end the Alliance's agents once and for all. But when we don't have the final piece yet, this is just a speculation by me. And what do you guys think about all of this? And that was all for today. Write in the comments what you personally think about what I just said, and be sure to also subscribe to my channel not to miss my new videos to keep yourselves updated while you are waiting for episode 78 to get released. And that was me, ISOTOILET. See ya!